Hey!
Hi.
I just wanted to catch up. You loved the first two episodes of The King's Affection, right?
I was pretty optimistic about it. Wrote, recorded, edited a whole video.
So, how's it going now? Still enjoying it?
Ah, still watching.
But you don't seem happy about it.
Well, let's see. They spend episode 3 and 4 establishing how delicate and feminine Dami is, and then they spend episode 5 and 6 establishing how smart and wise Ji-eun is. And then they got to episode 7 and 8 and finally decided to show us what an amazing crown prince Dami can be. Which was the entire reason I was watching the drama to begin with.
So, shouldn't you be happy now?
Yeah, but I guess I have trust issues now.
I think my friend Sai said it the best. Everyone around Dami treats her like a woman from the Joseon era, even though they don't actually know that she's a woman in the Joseon era. See a premise like this where a princess grows up as a potential ruler and where her gender isn't a reason people used to doubt her abilities is essentially a power fantasy for the average female viewer, like moi. Historically, women have not been brought up to be rulers of their countries. When they have managed to attain that position, it's usually because the men around her have found her that inspiring or that useful to forward their own interests. Basically, female rulers are the exception. So when actress Park Hyun-bin correctly said that she wanted to take this role because it might be the only chance she has of ever playing a king, it really made sense to me because this is a power fantasy. However, it's only satisfying if the fantasy gives power to the woman. Instead, The King's Affection spent most of the first half of the show really establishing how much Dami needs the protection of Ji-eun and her cousin, aka second lead, because everyone from her father to her uncle to even her maternal grandfather looks down on her for various reasons. Now, I admit there was some potential in this dynamic, and I had hope. If the story had been primarily about Dami proving all of these people wrong and coming into her own power as a ruler, then all of these scenes where Dami was isolated and scared and looked very much out of place in the palace would have been fine. But instead of really plumbing into what it does to a girl to know that her father and her grandfathers had basically ordered her murdered as a baby, and then having to live as her murdered brother for more than a decade, the drama just kept harping on how amazing and loyal and loving Ji-eun is. He's the love interest. He's not supposed to take over the show. Now look, I can appreciate a cute Roan. I can appreciate it a lot. But you gotta also give me some story. It barely moved between episode 3 and 6. So yeah, I have trust issues. I don't actually trust this writer and director to land this story. I'm expecting a disappointing second half at this point. The drama wanted to establish Ji-eun's manliness and wisdom and Dami's femininity and vulnerability so much that they basically wasted the first half of the show on it. And then they came to the halfway point and realized, oh shoot, we forgot to tell you how capable and fierce Dami can be, who is the main character of this drama. If you had asked me at the end of episode 6, I would have told you Dami barely has a position in the court and was basically an utterly powerless individual in the palace. So clearly, this is not how you tell a story like this. Okay, I've ranted enough. I'm gonna end the video on a positive note. Damn, episode 7 and 8 were good. It made me realize that this story really needs an external conflict for our main characters to get together and be an awesome team and bond and tell us that story about the girl who's someday going to become the ruler of a nation. This is what I wanted to see, Dami growing her band of loyalists around her. And when you're showing me that story, I'm perfectly delighted to watch Ji-eun be a total fanboy for the crown prince because she just saved him and his friends from probably imminent death. He's a puppy. It's so cute. Give me more of both of those things, but in the right proportion. Okay, I'm done now. Bye-bye.